What's up? This is Undead Rat giving a legendary walkthrough guide for the Mission Reclaimer. This is a very long level. There's a lot of waiting on the mammoth, so when it comes to these mammoth sections here, I am just gonna fast forward through them all because there's really no point in showing you guys literally anything that has to do on the mammoth. The only thing you really need to know is at the moment you spawn in, definitely grab a sniper rifle from the little side there, because we are going to be taking the sniper rifle throughout the whole level here because it is very useful, very useful. And as the mammoth is going forward, we're going to watch the 3 pelicans get shot down by the giant laser, and eventually Lasky is going to say weapons free people. The moment you hear him say that, you're actually going to sprint jump off the mammoth using your jetpack, because we're going to skip this entire section here because it's not worth saying. So right there, he's talking about the Covenant squad. He's going to say weapons free. We're going to do a sprint jump with your jetpack all the way off. That's going to give us a boost forward. And then we're just going to run past this first section here. And doing this will actually allow it will just sort of progress the mission forward as usual. You don't actually have to kill anyone here. You can kill this shade turret to the right there if you want. Sometimes he sees you, sometimes he doesn't. But we can just skip through this whole section here. This will just immediately just kill all of the enemies right there and force the mammoth to actually continue pushing forward. Funny enough, for some reason though, it also kills all the marines for no reason. Don't know why, but it just does that. You're gonna follow the path I'm taking here, and this little rock right here, you're gonna sprint jump into the rock and then immediately use your jetpack. If you sprint jump into it and immediately use jetpack, you can actually get like a god launch sending you all the way up this cliff here. If you don't, just like I didn't in this video, you can just sort of follow the path I take with the jetpack. Go ahead, fall down. We're going to go past this little crash pelican right here to grab the target designator that we do need. So we're going to go ahead and we're just going to grab it right here. If you are taking a lot of fire, you can jump down to the little bed right here. This is just me showing you where it is. We're basically going to jump down on this rock. We're going to wait for our shields to regen. And then once they do, we're going to jetpack up like right in front of us here. There's going to be a ghost right here waiting for us. Take the ghost and immediately drive back to the mammoth. And be very careful because that sniper rifle jackal in the little tower there can immediately kill you. I got very lucky right there where he didn't and he just somehow missed. Or he didn't miss, but he somehow didn't kill me. So once you get your little target designator, you can actually go ahead and immediately kill the sniper rifle, because let's be real here, we don't want him killing us while we're doing this. Go ahead, target designate the giant laser beam of hell, and then it's more waiting. That's all it is, more waiting. Definitely grab some more sniper ammo on the other side. There's a little sniper rifle right there that you can grab more ammo from. But from here on out, we're just going to sit here and we're going to wait. Fast forward through all of this. You can use the target designator. You can kill everything off the side of the mammoth if you do want. You can pick up a rocket launcher if you want and take out the banshees. I actually do recommend taking the rocket launcher. It will be pretty useful here later on, especially when it comes to the lich section. So definitely grab a rocket launcher, and we're just going to sit here and wait until we get this open. Once this is open here, what we're going to do is we're going to take the ghost. We're going to go all the way forward here, and our objective here is to actually take down these little 3 pylons. But before we do that, we're going to slowly but surely take out everyone in front of us here, just like this. There is going to be like some elites and grunts inside that little bubble there. We kind of just want to wait for them to sort of pop their head out of the bubble like this and take them out with the sniper rifle. If you can't take them out with the sniper rifle, that's fine. You do have a ghost. You can just slam right into him if you want. At the very least, take out the elite because he is the most important threat. Once you kill everyone inside this little bubble shield right here, we're going to actually park the ghost either behind or inside of it, and then we're going to take out the other 2 ghosts using the rocket launcher. So aim your rocket launcher pretty well. The sniper rifle is pretty powerful at taking out vehicles in this game, kind of like Halo Reach. So if you miss your rocket launcher shots, that's fine. You can easily just use a sniper rifle to finish off the 2 ghosts here. Once the 2 ghosts are dead, you can actually go ahead and immediately kill this first pylon here. You can neutralize it, and then it's going to be another elite at the very other pylon as well. It doesn't look like I'm doing anything here, but I am just shooting it. The moment you destroy the first shield generator, you can go ahead and ram the second one with the ghost. Sometimes you do die doing this because of the elite right there, but if you just ram into it at full speed just like this, you will immediately break it, and then you can immediately just fall back towards the mammoth, because this way we can get our shields back. And if we actually fall all the way back here with the where the mammoth is, we're going to actually come up on top of this hill. We're going to look at the wraith that's on the other side here, and as long as we're standing on top of this hill, you can just easily shoot your rocket launcher at the wraith, and he won't ever move for some reason. For some reason, I don't know why, but you can just shoot the rocket just from this distance with the at the wraith, and the wraith just doesn't really ever move. And you can see right there, usually 2 rockets does it, but if it doesn't, you can just sort of finish it off with the sniper rifle if you want. So the moment that wraith is dead, there's really nothing stopping us from just ramming into the 3rd shield generator and then immediately going on to the lich section here. So as a quick little recap, go ahead once you get off the mammoth in his first section here, go off to the side, kill the first elite, ram in, go into the first shield generator, take out the 2 ghosts in front of you, destroy the first shield generator with your ghost, ram into the second one with your ghost, get all the way back, destroy the wraith with your rocket launcher from a distance, and then immediately just sort of go towards this third one here. This third one here you can run into as well, but there is this elite here, and the elites just love killing me on this level. I think this is probably the longest level I actually spent going through this whole, like, you know, playthrough of Halo 4. This level really did not like me. So I'm being a little bit more careful than usual when it comes to this game. And then the moment we're all done, go ahead, get back on the mammoth, reload your rocket launcher, get more rocket launcher ammo, and we are going to take the mammoth all the way to where we need to take it with the lich. You can take the ghost and you can just go forward, but you can actually soft lock the game if you do that, because for some reason, if you kill the lich before the mammoth actually has a chance to get to the spot where it's supposed to, you can actually soft lock the game and you'll be forced to restart the game, or the level, I should say. So to prevent that, just let the mammoth just take you where you need to go. We're not speedrunning it. We are just, you know, trying to get through this as efficiently as possible. So take the time just to ride the mammoth all the way here to make sure you don't get soft locked. Go ahead, jetpack up this little mountain here, just like this. Once you're at the very top of the mountain here, which will be this last little place we got to jetpack onto right here, bring out your target designator. We're going to shoot the giant laser beam in the sky, and then the lich is going to spawn right in front of us here, and we're actually going to jetpack onto the lich immediately. So we're going to jetpack on it. Be careful because you can get splattered, and then once you're on top of it, shoot the back of it to immediately destroy the fusion core at the very back, and then once the lich gets close enough, you can just jump right back onto land, right where that little ammo cache is. That ammo cache is going to give us a Gauss Hog, and then from here on out, you have a Gauss Hog. Just sort of kill everything and wait for the game to allow you to progress. So the only really thing you need to be careful of is the lich splattering you there as you're jumping on top of it, because the lich loves to immediately kill you anytime you jump on top of it with the actual jetpack. So you definitely want to try to be careful. As far as I know, to my knowledge, it isn't really like a safe way to get on it. It's kind of just like a 50-50 whether the lich will splatter you or it won't. So just keep in mind that you usually do get a checkpoint like right there anyways, so the moment you destroy the thing, the lich will start, you know, flying in, and you can get as many retries as you want. So once all of that is taken care of, we're just gonna go ahead and kind of wait until we hear, you know, the AOK audio cue to advance. We still do need to fight some of these wraiths and ghosts. If you actually do have a ghost, what you can do is you can actually like hover over like the little river sections that immediately kill you, that the mammoth's supposed to go over for you if you do have a ghost. But we're not gonna do that. We're just gonna kill everything here. You don't have to. Going over the river sections is a little hard. There are methods to do it. If you do want to figure out how to do that and just sort of skip all these sections, I do recommend checking out like a speedrunner guide, like Naked Eli or something, just so you know how to actually get over those little instant kill rivers efficiently with a ghost. So now that we're all done here and everything is dead and the mammoth is moving forward, we're going to sit through another 2-minute scene of us standing still and listening to dialogue and lore, and it's going to be great and fantastic, and you're going to love every second of it. I promise you, dude. Yes, I promise. So go ahead, zoom it up, just sort of fast forward here. This is these 3 rivers I was talking about, or 2 rivers. I don't remember. It's just a lot. These do instantly kill you, but like I said, if you have a ghost, you can actually bypass these rivers fast enough if you just float on top of them. But it is a little tricky and hard to do, so we're just going to take the mammoth and spend the actual time just, you know, taking the mammoth ride all the way there. Once we're all the way here, we get on to the Sniper Alley portion of this mission. So I'm going to show you exactly where all the sniper rifles spawn, or the sniper jackals spawn, so you don't immediately get creamed by them. But we're going to go ahead and show you right here. First sniper rifle guy's going to be to our right of this knight that spawns in. So that knight's going to spawn in. Do not shoot the knight. It's not worth it because he immediately teleports away. And we're just going to sit here and wait and wait and wait. Eventually, there should be a sniper rifle guy that spawns up in that ridge. There he is. We're going to take him out with our sniper rifle. And then we're going to slowly push forward. And there's going to be 2 more sniper jackals to our left. So you need to be very careful about turning this corner here. So once all the jackals and grunts in front of you are dead, we're going to slowly peek our head out. There's one sniper jackal, and then there's one more all the way back there. He always gets you through those little 2 rocks. He is very hard to see. He will most likely always shoot you before you can see him, unless you just always know he's right there. Go ahead, take him out. Those are the first 3 sniper jackals of this little area. And then once all the other jackals and grunts are taken care of, you can go ahead and proceed forward. And then there's going to be 2 more sniper jackals at the very top of that mountain that I just looked at right there. So at the moment you sort of pass this little bend right here where you see all the jackals and grunts flooding out in the very back there. These jackals up top of this mountain are going to spawn in. So there's number 1, and then there should be number 2 somewhere else. Sometimes the number 2 jackal is very, very delayed and or just doesn't like to show up for some reason, but most of the time he should be showing up. As you can see, he's taking his time. I can't remember if he actually does show up or not, but most of the time he always does. But anyways, once you destroy those 2 jackals up there, there's going to be 2 more sniper jackals immediately around like that little cliff there to the left of the screen. Basically right where I just looked around that rock, there's going to be 2 sniper jackals immediately. Just these sniper jackals at the very like base of that little top there. And as you see, there's that other sniper jackal on the side of the mountain if you just saw for a second there. He's currently trying to snipe me and I'm not noticing him, but that was just like very, very delayed. There he is right there. We're going to go ahead and take him out. Like I said, sometimes that second one doesn't really like poking his head out. And then from here on out, we're going to slowly but surely just take out all the rest of the jackals on this little, you know, forerunner platform or whatever it's called, you know, the rest of the level. There should be around 3 sniper jackals over there, and then there is 1 carbiner. The carbiner one is the guy sitting behind the glass, so you don't really need to worry about him too much, because the carbiners in Halo 4 don't really destroy you like they do in previous Halos. So you don't have to worry about them that much. Once all the sniper rifle guys are dead, it's really just grunts and jackals until you get to the very end of this, or until you get across the bridge. Then we actually want to start getting Promethean Knights. But there is a bunch of more sniper rifle ammo you can use to deal with those guys pretty quickly here. So we're just going to slowly just keep pushing forward. Once you push past this, like, once you get on top of this little platform about to cross the bridge, that jackal is actually going to peek his head out, allowing you to immediately headshot him. Like I said, though, he has a carbine. He does not have a sniper, so it's not that terrible. And by this time as well, your BR that you should have picked up at the very beginning there, I know I forgot to say to pick up a BR or switch out your rocket launcher. I apologize. I was just trying to get through as quick as possible. You can grab a carbine from that crate of carbines right behind you, and then basically we're going to be using this carbine throughout the rest of the level here. So what we're going to do is we're going to slowly cross this bridge here. I'm getting distracted by my Twitch chat while doing this, so I apologize for me standing still a little bit. There is a bunch of beam rifle ammo and stuff right here as well, so if you did waste all your sniper shots, do not fret. There is a lot of beam rifle in this section here. You also do need to be careful about moving up here as well, because there are some grunts with Huron guns. Just keep that in mind as you are pushing up here. There is going to be that spawns right in front of you. Go ahead and take them out with your sniper rifle, and then from here, I'm actually going to recommend you actually do the strat I'm showing you on screen here. It is a lot faster and a lot safer than what you're supposed to be doing here. So you can clearly see on the little screen there, you can just go to this left corner here, jetpack all the way up, and just run past this knight right here with basically just ease. There is no reason why you should actually be fighting here. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. It is definitely not worth it. Worth it. You can just run where I'm basically looking at right now. You just run up the little path to the left, jump up with the jetpack, just sort of immediately does a little thread the needle as you saw in that little clip I just showed you, and then just run past the knight that's spawning, and then that door will immediately close behind you, and you don't have to deal with any of these enemies. So I do recommend just sort of skipping this section right here. I don't recommend at all killing all these guys here. I don't. Go ahead, rewind the video to where I showed you how to actually do that jump. It's a very safe and simple jump, especially once you kill that first knight and you kill all the crawlers in your way. Go ahead, go up the left side, go underneath the little platform there, sprint jump up with the jetpack, run right to the door, and then you are done. Like, the door will immediately close the moment you enter into the door. Nothing will kill you, I promise. There is like a 90% survival rate when you do that. Do not do what I'm doing here. Just do what I showed you in that clip. I promise you, you will have an easier time with this section here. But if you do want to kill everything because you like that funny number at the bottom right where your points go up, you know, who am I to judge? All I gotta say really here is that there is, I do believe, 2 or 3 knights. You have a sniper rifle, they don't. Definitely abuse the fact that you can snipe them from a distance and just take them out just like this. There's one knight right in front of us there. Always take out the crawlers first as well. So, I mean, if you always need some more sniper rifle ammo as well, there's beam rifles behind you. Definitely go pick up a beam rifle if you are low on ammo. As you see, that guy's about to charge me, and I sniped him in the head, and he fell over. And then once, you know, everything is clear from that door right there, there's nothing stopping you from just running over. See, right here, just like in that clip where that box carbine is, you can simply just sprint jump up there through that little gap and then just run into it. I cannot stress enough how much you should do that over what I'm showing you here. The only reason why I didn't do that in this run is because I've probably restarted this level like 30-40 times after dying, and I've been stuck on this level for I think 10 to 12 hours. I didn't want to risk it, but I'm not gonna lie to you, I definitely should have, because what I just did there, fight that whole section, is a lot riskier than legitimately just jetpacking up there. That's how safe that route is. But anyways, once you pass all that, this is just another walking section of waiting, because, you know, we love waiting in this level. It is the greatest thing to do in this level. It's just, we love waiting and walking and listening to exploration and all that, dude. It is the greatest thing about this level. This level's not a bad level, but compared to all other levels in this game, I do definitely say it is the worst level, simply because it's just a lot of waiting. So we're just going to fast forward as you're seeing here, and then we really only have one more section that we really need to get to before you have a tank, and then that's really about it. You just have a tank. Once you spawn into this next little fight section here, go ahead and immediately grab Cortana. If you want, you can snipe this Promethean right here. Do you need to? No, not at all, but I didn't like the way that guy was looking at me, so we're going to snipe him. Once you grab Cortana, go ahead and jetpack all the way up to the left right here, and then sprint all the way to the back of the room, and then just run through the door here. You don't need to take out any knights, you don't really need to shoot any crawlers. All you gotta do is just run to the back of the room when you're on this little left side here, and then just run straight to the door, and then from there on out, you're at the very final section of this level, which is you driving a tank. So I shouldn't need an explanation there. All you gotta know is that this next section, especially with a tank, it is pretty brutal. I will say that this is a pretty brutal tank section that is about to come up, because the tank is, you know, weak or anything. Because wraiths in Halo 4 do one-shot you no matter how much health you have or the tank has. If they get one hit on you, that's immediate death. So if you are playing on Legendary, keep that in mind. There is like 4 or 5 wraiths you need to take out here. Wraiths are definitely mandatory to immediately, you know, kill. So the moment you actually get teleported out, immediately hop into the tank that's right in front of you, and then just start going to town. Take out the 2 wraiths first, the one to the left and the one to the right up ahead there, and then slowly push up. Be careful of some of the elites, because some of the elites do have fear rod guns, so definitely try to take them out second, I should say. And then there's the second wraith actually spawning in. Never let those little wraith blasts hit you on Legendary. It is always a one-shot, like I just said, so be very careful. Take out the wraiths from a distance. You might need to learn how the tank shell arcs, just like how in the last level I showed you, this tank bullet does arc. So definitely, you know, you can also abuse that if they are far enough away and they're behind a hill. And you know, behind a hill, you can actually use the arcing path of the actual bullet to, you know, arc under or like over the hill and immediately hit the tank. So we're just gonna slowly but surely, you know, just take out all the wraiths here. Usually this is a part where I would just like let myself, while playing this, do the commentary for it. But I mean, there is some stuff that is worth mentioning here. And by some stuff, I mean, there's really only like 1 or 2 things worth mentioning, so I'm just gonna explain them basically as we get through it here. Just know that there is a lot of wraiths here. So we just killed 3 wraiths right there. There's gonna be 3 more wraiths that come around. Actually, I think 5 more wraiths that come around this corner over here. So there's one that came around that little rock formation right there. That Phantom just dropped off another wraith, so we need to deal with that as well. There's wraith number 2, just like that, from around that rock. And wraith number 3 at the very back is also shooting us. And then there's going to be wraith number 4 coming down from the hill. So take this very, very slowly. As you can see, I'm not just rushing in there holding down W, because Wraiths do take around 2 to 3 shots to kill. They are tanky because, you know, they are Wraiths, they are tanks, so they're obviously meant to be taken tanky. So once all these Wraiths are dead, go ahead and keep pushing up here, and then we're going to have to deal with one more tank and a couple of ghosts, and then we just have to deal with the shield generators that are up to the left there. The shield generators, the first shield generator isn't that terrible to actually take out, because you can just immediately just run there with the tank and just blow it up, and it's really not that hard. But the second one is an issue because usually there is a elite with a Fuel Rod gun in there, so you definitely want to be very wary of that. So we're gonna go ahead and take out the last tank. If you want, you can blow up this Phantom here. If you are playing with a buddy, you can immediately blow up this Phantom basically before any of the elites or grunts get out of it, and you can immediately kill all of the elites and grunts, and you don't have to deal with any enemies whatsoever while inside of these bubbles taking them out. So you can destroy it or you not destroy it. It doesn't really affect you in either way if you're playing solo, because most likely these guys are always going to spawn in. As you can see, the elite with the Fuel Rod gun got out of the shield, but then he immediately went back in because, you know, he doesn't want to die to a tank. So this first shield generator here, just go ahead and shoot it with the tank. There's really no reason not to. I do believe the gunner can shoot the shield generator if you want, but I mean, it doesn't really matter. Just go ahead and shoot it or get out and melee it if you're too afraid of actually, like, you know, shooting it with your tank. I think it's clear to see I'm afraid of shooting it with my tank, so I just get out here and destroy it, because this is the last thing I need to do before the game is over, and I don't feel like restarting it at this point. So then here's this bubble. This bubble is actually pretty deadly because, like I said, the Fuel Rod grunt, or not Fuel Rod, the Fuel Rod elite. Best way to actually get into this little part here and immediately kill these guys is to actually get in the tank, and you want to back up into this section here. But as you can clearly see, I'm just sort of gonna try to throw a grenade to immediately get rid of it. I'm actually kind of glad I didn't do that, because the moment that shield roller came down, those elites and grunts would have immediately killed me. So the best way to do this is to actually, as you can see, I was going to go forward and first, but my full front of the tank would have been exposed, and if you're full, and not my gun wouldn't be able to get in there in time. So I would be shooting the shield to try and shoot them while they can already shoot me, if that makes sense what I just said. So instead what we're going to do is we're going to back up into it. Us backing up into the shield generator here actually allows us to immediately shoot before they can even shoot us, because you can get the gun in the actual shield before your whole tank. Once you do that, you should just be easily done. From then on out, that's the whole game, or not whole game, whole level. I am been all over the place this whole playthrough. I'm sorry. I have been very, very tired. At the time of me recording this voiceover, I have been playing a lot of Destiny 2. Because it's, at the time of recording, Destiny 2's final content update just dropped, and I am very tired from basically doing all-nighters, just enjoying that game, till I've done everything to it. I have been enjoying Destiny 2, I've been playing it a lot, I am very tired, so I apologize for my, you know, hubris and trying to think of what I have to say in the random pauses and stops, because I truly cannot think right now. My brain is shot. But anyways, that's the whole level. Next level is legitimately like 3 or 4 minutes long. So after this very long level, you get like, you know, a very nice, beautiful short level, and it's one of my favorite levels. One of them. The previous level was my favorite level. But yeah, that's about it. I love you.